Hi guys, Matthew Selby here, and this is my guns that you should buy in the Robbery DLC. I know a lot of people are going to end up buying guns that they just don't need and going to be wasting their money. Fortunately for me, I had a lot of cash after spending on the 200 gold battle packs. I had a lot of cash left over. I could buy pretty much every gun, and I went over all of them and I picked the best ones that you should definitely buy and ones that you shouldn't buy. So I had a lot of time to pick through all the guns. I had a lot of time to get a lot of kills with the guns, and the first one you have to buy is the Scorpion. The Scorpion is absolutely amazing. I'm going to go through the stats. They're going to come up on the screen now, but I'm going to explain them to you and why this gun is just an absolute beast. I'm using the gameplay in the background. This was only one of the first few clips I kind of got with this setup as soon as I unlocked the RDS site. Right, so as you can see, I'm pretty much tearing up in the background. I don't know why I did so well with this gun. It just seems to work for me. The fire rate at this current moment, and I don't know if they're going to nerf it, is 1,150. That's just 50 less than the K10, which was obviously an OP gun, which they nerfed with the health. The max damage is 24, so usually most guns go to that 25 cap, but 24 just to lower it, but that does not really matter. The DPS, so damage per second, is just so high with that rounds per minute. You can literally tear anything up. You also got to consider the fact that most of the maps in this game are close quarters. You can't. This is probably one of the best guns you could probably get right now. So the reload speed is 2.2 seconds. That's absolutely crazy. That's actually like a standard time for a reload on pretty much every gun in Battlefield Hardline. So you're gonna see these main stats that are really high fire rate and an alright damage rate with an incredibly fast reload, which is kind of weird, and I don't really understand why. But I guess it's in the SMG category. But if anything, I reckon this is gonna get nerfed. So if I was you, I'd buy it right now. Right, so here we have the ACW. It's a pretty nice looking gun, and it's from the BF4 series, and I'm pretty sure it was on BF3 as well. It's a very cool gun, and somehow, one of my first times using this, I managed to get a 4-man feed. You'll see it on the screen now if you look at the feed section. I feel like this is a very good standard gun for most people. They can get around using it. It's pretty easy to use. The side-to-side recoil is quite high, but the up recoil is pretty easy to handle. If you look at the actual max damage, it's 25. So unlike the Scorpion, you can actually 4-hit with this gun from a 25-meter range, which is pretty good. And this reload is 2 seconds. But the one thing I didn't understand about this gun was the rounds per minute is only 800. In many games, this usually has the highest fire rate in quite a lot of the Battlefield games and other games that this gun's in, but I think they decided to lower that and keep with the 25 damage so they can still stay with the alright fire rate, because obviously they did 25 damage and then a really high fire rate. This gun could just kill straight away, and that's the problem they did with the K10 when it first came out. In fact, with the K10 I think it was a 27 damage rate at a 1,200 fire rate, so it was just crazy. I would definitely get this gun if I was you. I don't think it's too expensive either, so try it out, guys. If any of you hardliners are into shotguns, this Sega 12 is crazy. Unfortunately, there's no stats for it on the stat website right now, but when I do find out, I'll tell you. But nonetheless, it does not matter. This gun absolutely tears up. I just got a triple kill. It was easy. Then I go straight for the double kill. It just seemed like this gun just would not stop at anything. It just killed instantly. They didn't even have to be in the center of my crosshair. They just seemed to die really easily, which is why I recommend this gun. It's a bit of a scrubby gun, but hey, if you want kills, get kills. Pretty much everyone was using the K10, which I've mentioned already. Pretty much everyone used the K10 when it came out. Have a go at this gun. It's pretty fun, but you know, you might want to go easy on it. You know, not to mention this was actually my first time using this shotgun. So if I went on for a little bit longer, I don't know what I could have done with it. Right, coming up now we have the FAMAS. That's an all-time favourite gun of mine, not only because it looks cool, it's always been a badass in every single Battlefield, and by a badass I mean OP. However, on this game, it's not OP, and I'm going to show you the stats on the screen right now, and I'm going to go through them and explain them. Basically, every assault rifle has a max damage of 25 plus, and this is the standard, so 25, but with a very fast fire rate compared to the damage. So you got 850 RPM. That's going to kill people very fast, but it's not usually like the fire rate this gun is usually given. So in the previous Battlefields, they've always really upped this fire rate on this gun. That's been the selling point to this gun. It's not usually been the damage that's been the selling point. But then I think they're compensating that with a bit of bullet velocity, which is what all the assault rifles have in this game over anything else, is the muzzle velocity. It means the bullets are going a lot faster than the standard other SMGs in this game. So that's really where this excels. You can get some really fast kills with a high fire rate and that max damage of 25. You can drop people within 24 to 5 hits very easily, and not to say if you don't get a headshot. Unfortunately, the one thing that always gets this gun down on every Battlefield is the reload time. You've got to be waiting 3 seconds for the standard reload. That's really long if you consider that as a 3-second reload. You're going to be sitting there for a while. But but you got to make good use of your positioning when you reload, obviously. But the crazy downside, like the even worse, is if you empty your clip and reload, that's a 4-second reload time. That is extremely high, especially when you're really in an intense battlefield, especially how close quarters hardline is. You got to really consider, do you really want a gun that's going to like take that much time to reload? But yeah, I definitely recommend trying it out, guys. So right, here we have the L85, one of my favourite guns. It's a British standard rifle, it looks cool as hell, and I have to get it in every game I ever play. Here are the stats. Basically, there's not really much going on with this gun, other than the fact that it looks cool. There is one thing this gun excels in. You have to look at the stats right now. It's got the standard 25 damage, the fire rate is pretty bad, that's lower than 700. Most guns don't go lower than 700 unless they're a battle rifle in this game, so that is pretty bad considering it's meant to be an alright gun. You look at the reload time, it's just under 3 seconds for the normal standard reload, which isn't very good at all. And the reload for the full clip is over 4 seconds. That's more than the famous previous. The one thing this gun excels in is the bullet velocity. It's 640. This gun shoots a bullet that goes fast. This is a very fast shooting bullet. If you want to take a shot from a range, this gun is perfect for you. I recommend this gun for like medium to maybe just under long range. I got some really fast shots with this gun, and the recoil is minimal. You also look at the clip size. We have the standard 31 clip size for the assault rifle, which is higher than the FAMAS if you're going to compare it, and it's higher than a lot of the SMGs considering it's an assault rifle. I definitely recommend this, guys, if you're into the guns that you think look cool and maybe suit your nationality, because this is actually a British standard rifle, so I enjoy using it purely just because I know it's from the country I'm from. That is right, guys. We're on the M85. This is a gun many people have been wanting to know, is it worth buying? Is it not worth buying? This is £100,000, so if you compare that to a lot of other guns, I think this is the most expensive gun that you can buy on this game. That's like 1 of a million, and not many people can afford that on this game because not many people play it for that many hours. So I'm going to say, should you buy it or not? I recommend you do buy it if you have enough cash. So don't just buy it if it's your last 100,000, because you might not enjoy it. Not everyone enjoys snipers, but the idea of a sniper that is semi-automatic with a 6-bullet clip, it entices people. So if you don't know what that means, it's not a bolt action sniper. It's literally you can shoot rapidly with 6 bullets until your clip runs out. The rounds per minute is 360, which is not too bad. You can double tap someone very easily, but you also have to remember there's a lot of recoil. So if they're close up, you can get that double tap that you all want, and that's an instant kill. The one thing this gun doesn't have is a one-shot kill. You can't one-shot kill someone from any, even if you're up close to the chest, the max damage it does is 90. Obviously, you can get a one-shot kill on the head. That's what snipers are. But apart from that, you can't do that. And it seems like this gun is just pretty good all round, but it is really the cost that lowers its ability for everyone to have. So I would recommend buying this if you're into sniping. I wouldn't get this thinking it's going to be OP, because you can get far more kills with the other guns that I have already explained, unless you're an insanely good sniper. And I would actually say this is better than the knockout. In terms of every stat that you're seeing right now, this is better than the knockout if you're wanting to go for that money over doing all those annoying challenges that you have to do to get the knockout. I definitely recommend buying this if you're a sniper player. So fortunately, this gun kind of just fit in with the first clip, the clip that you just saw. I managed to get a cool kill streak straight after with this pistol, and this was actually the first time I used this pistol. It's the FN53. This pistol just seemed to tear it up. I know the pistols on this game are pretty OP as opposed to the guns on the previous, because obviously you can actually walk faster with a pistol, so when you're moving left to right you have that advantage over speed. So if someone has a low sensitivity, you can actually outgun them if you know how to maneuver better than them. You got to remember that this gun is actually a pistol, so you can't compare it to the assault rifles and the previous ones because it won't be as good, but it's pretty cheap as I recall, and I would definitely recommend having it as a sidearm. And a little thing you might not know is gold is actually already unlocked in this gun no matter what, so if you want to just get a gold gun and you haven't already got a gold gun, this gun is automatically gold. So if you buy this gun, you're going to have it in gold, which is kind of cool if you don't already have gold guns. If you look at the reload speed, it's only just over 1 second. That's crazy good. The fire rate is 455, so if you have an incredibly good trigger finger, you can shoot really well. And it seems like I kept outgunning people who had assault rifles and SMGs, but I'm not sure if that was just me getting lucky. But I definitely recommend getting this, especially if you want a gold gun instantly. And not many people know that actually, so. Right, so my last recommendation is the MP7. This gun was so fun to use. I had a lot of banter with this gun. It just sprayed so fast for the amount of magazine size it has. It's a 950 round per minute, so nearly 1000, but it has a magazine size of 41, which makes it really fun to use, and the hip fire on this gun is crazy good. You can walk around just hip firing people pretty easily. You might be able to see in the clip I'm showing. I think I got a few hip fire kills, and it's just really fun to use. And also, this gun just looks badass in every game that you ever play it on. Its max damage is 20, which is not too good, but you have to consider the magazine size. You can easily get multi-kills with this gun. If you're wanting to get those cool multi-kills to satisfy your multi-kill needs, this is the gun. And yeah, I really recommend you get this gun just for fun. Have a lot of fun with this gun. Get up for TDM, because if you play this gun on TDM, you're gonna have a blast. This gun just tears it down. Right, so that wraps up my video. These are all the weapons that I thought were the best to buy. I want to say that I did try every single gun, and these were the only guns I thought were worth the money that I spent. Do go ahead and tell me in the comment section which gun you bought. That would be really cool. If this video helped you out at all, guys, do go ahead and press that like and give me some feedback. Do ask any questions if you're still clueless as to what to buy, and remember to subscribe to my channel for some epic content. Thank you for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it.